Hey guys, how's it going? It's your Dokkan Tuber back with another video. I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment with any cool, fun ideas you guys have for us. We're always open to trying new things, whether it be new games or different aspects of Dokkan, Hearthstone, Heroes, Storm, whatever it may be. And I hope you guys check out the previous two videos if you haven't already. And yeah, we're going to be continuing our Dokkan Battle Summon Rewinder series where we go back and summon with this, cool simulator. I'll leave the link in the description. And you can like summon and, test out your luck on these banners. Maybe like you didn't summon well or you didn't get the chance to pull on them because you didn't have enough stones. Which I didn't for these ones, to be honest with you. And so yeah, last time we did Boo, we did Frieza before that. And now we're going with Gotenks. So we're going to, the same thing as always, we're going to do 500 stones, see our luck, and then talk about the units. So let's get started. So first multi, we get away with the physical Gotenks, not bad. Now we got the movie Gogeta, he's a very solid unit. Another movie Gogeta, sorry if I said that. We got a tech Gotenks, not too happy with him. We'll talk about him a little later. This is a solid multi. We got both Piccolo and the other World Warriors Goku. He's a very solid unit right now. Okay, nothing there. That's too amazing. Okay, we picked up the Gotenks, so 450 stones in. We got a copy of the Gotenks, so that's not too bad. And then we ended up the physical Gotenks. We got 3 physical Gotenks, 3 movie heroes Gogeta, a tech Gotenks, a physical Piccolo, Goku, Int Goku, and then the Int Gotenks. So overall, not amazing, but not too bad, because Gogeta and then this Easy he'll Easy A one day, so that'll be nice. So yeah, let's go and start with the Gotenks. So Gotenks is special pose, key plus 3, 4, HP attack and defense 170, youth 3 key, HP attack 170, defense 130. His super greatly raises defense for a turn and does immense damage. His passive skills key plus 1, attack and defense 100. So there's not too much going on with the passive. Obviously there's the whole transformation thing with him, so you can't expect much. Key plus 1, not a big deal, but it's nice to have. Attack and defense 100, solid. And then he greatly raises defense, so you're not going to have to worry about him taking too much damage in some of those long events. So yeah, and then he transforms starting from the 3rd turn of battle, so 3rd turn, not too difficult. So looking at the SS version of him, same thing, greatly raises defense for a turn, and then you have a great chance of stunning enemy, 70%, that's very solid in the Super Battle Road. 70% is most, pretty likely, so I'm happy with that. And then we got key plus 2, attack and defense 100, high chance of attack plus 50, and additional high chance of attack plus 50. So, okay, that's interesting. So we got 50%, I believe the high chance 50, okay. 50% for this to happen, 50% for this to happen. They're independent events, so yeah, you can get this 50 one time, you can get this one, or you can even get both, which is a lot of attack, to be honest with you guys. And then we got high chance of defense plus 50, and an additional high chance of defense plus 50, so same thing with the attack. So overall, like 50% for like 4 different things. I would assume on average you get like 2 of them, so you could get like one of the attacks, one of the defenses. So that's going to be like a little more than 150 attack and defense total. So that's a very high number. And a medium chance of launching an additional super attack. I don't really like 25%. That's kind of unrealistic. Unreliable, I should say. High chance would have been cool to fit the whole theme he's going with here. But, that's fine. And then he can transform when HP is 70% or more. Starting from the 4th turn after transformation. So in Super Battle Road and these kind of long events, you typically don't want to take so long to transform, especially so the first part is starting from the 3rd turn of battle, so that's not too bad. But this is the 4th turn after he becomes this guy, so that's like 7 turns in, which is a little late in my opinion, so it's a little disappointing to see, but I mean, he's pretty solid. Obviously there's a lot of, RNG involved here, but high chance of so many things happening. In the medium here, something is going to happen, hopefully. So let's check out SS3. So SS3 gets greatly raised attack and defense for 3 turns. That's very good, because you get the attack boost in there. And then high chance of stunning. That's a little disappointing that they lowered it from the great chance, but I guess you get the greatly raised attack, so I guess that compensates for it. And then we get attack and defense 100 plus an additional 100 attack when performing a super. That's a lot of damage. And then key plus 3 and great chance to launch an additional super attack for 4 turns from the start of turn. I mean, that's pretty good. So you're getting key plus 3, attack and defense 100, extra 100, and then 70% chance of getting another super, which greatly raises and can stun. Oh, I see. So since you're launching the super more often, then they don't want this to be too much of a chance. If that makes sense. So overall, he's a pretty solid unit. He doesn't like tank super well, but he definitely is going to hit very hard with his super attack. And even in this stage, like, he's going to tank pretty decently and hit hard. The only issue I have with him, obviously this is only 4 turns, so that's something to note. And then it takes a while for him to actually become SS3, which is an issue. But yeah, otherwise, pretty solid unit. I think I like this guy better than the Boo. So yeah. Now we got the Super Saiyan 2 Goku Angel who evolves into SS3. So you got Otherworld Warriors, Ki plus 3, HP, attack and defense 170. Very thin category, but hopefully it gets stronger as the game progresses. And then SS3, 3 Ki, HP, attack and defense 170, so that's a good category. Then we got Raised Attack for 1 turn, does immense, pretty weak super, but very strong passive as we'll see. Attack and defense 100 plus an additional defense boost up to 60 with more health you have, and then you get 60%, up to 60% more attack if you have less HP. And then attack and defense 30 when attacking with 3 or more key spheres. So yeah, so you get the attack and defense 100. When he first goes in, obviously you're going to have a bunch of HP, so you'll probably get, 60% defense. So that's a lot of defense, so you won't be taking too much damage. And then I don't know why you'd want to hit when you have less HP, but this is just the opposite of the SS2 Vegeta we looked at in the previous video, so yeah. I mean, that's fine, I guess. 60% is a lot. Even if you're like 78 or 60% HP, you'll still get like some attack, which is nice, and then on top of the super raising attack, so you're doing like a decent amount of damage. And then getting 3 key spheres is very easy. Like, I know we talked about this before with like STR Kefla. She needs 6 key spheres, which is very, very unreliable. And getting 3 key spheres and getting attack and defense plus 30 is solid. So, good passive for this guy. And then he transforms when facing only one enemy whose HP is 80% or more. So you can use this in Super Battle Road, to be honest with you guys, because they have a lot of health, so you're not going to be taking their health out too much, especially even when you're on the 3rd turn. And facing an enemy, like let's say you try to focus on one of the enemies so that there's only one left, and he'll probably have high health if you're not really attacking him, so not too bad in that mode. And this is the SS3, so you greatly raise his attack for 1 turn, and then he has a high chance of stunning, so that's a solid super attack. And the passive skills, attack and defense 120, and the defense boost goes up to 77, same with the attack boost. And then you get attack and defense 33 when attacking, and chance of evading it attack including super plus 33% with 3 or more key spheres. So obviously 33%, it's not a lot for, I mean, it's good for attack and defense. Evasion, like, it's not that much, but also you have the 5% with your potential system, and 33% is just decent. Like, you're not going to rely on it, but like when it happens, it's nice. And then attacks effective against all types 6 or more. Not very reliable, but honestly, you don't need this part because this 3 key part is fine. So just focus on trying to get 3 key. If you can get 6, nice, but if you can get 3, it's fine as well. So overall, yeah, I think he's very strong. He tanks pretty well because he has, like, high boosts, especially with the extra defense boost. And then he has some compensation with the attack and the super attack. So overall, he's just a good unit. There's nothing really he does badly, so I like this Goku a lot. Then we got Piccolo, Namekians, Ki plus 4, HP attack and defense 170. Worthy Rivals, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense 150. Super attack, we got Super Magikisen, or Mage Kissen, yeah. That's definitely how you say it. And it raises defense and causes immense damage to enemy. So that's good. He's going to be stacking defense, important to note for different events, especially the long ones, as that's what we're mainly, focusing our analysis on for these units. So he gets attack and defense 100, so that's pretty solid. Recover 7% HP whenever HP is 77% or less, so you're getting a decent HP boost if you take some damage, and being 77% or less, you're there pretty often. Obviously, I would have liked to see it being a higher threshold so you could get it more often, but it is what it is. And then you always foresees super attack, so that's really good. So let's say you have a unit like, I don't know, I'm not going to choose one right, but let's just say you have a unit that, like, maybe an LR that's like offensively focused. You don't want them being taking the super attack, so maybe you move him in there with his stacking defense, and then move the other guy out of the way so you don't die. So that's a very powerful effect in the passive. Not too many units have it. Usually support units do, but like a Dokkan Fest, like this guy, main unit, having it is very powerful. And then he fuses with Kami when HP is 70% or more with another Namekian's category ally on the team, starting from the 4 turns. 4 turns is not too bad, and most likely you're going to have like a nail or something, so it's not too hard to pull off. Then we got Piccolo fused with Kami. He greatly raises attack for 1 turn and has a high chance of stunning. So he loses the defense stacking, but if you can stack it for like 3-4 turns here, you should be fine. And then now he's going to be hitting harder and he can high chance of stunning. All these units have high chance of stunning. Interesting. Maybe that was his theme. Okay, and then attack and defense 120 reduces damage received by 40. So this is a really big deal because in the previous video we talked about, I believe, the Tech Boo. He does this, but he doesn't have attack and defense 120 like this guy. He has no defense. He just has like attack plus whatever, 150, whatever, and then this. So that's not really effective. In this case, like, you stack defense for like 2 or 3 supers, and then you get the defense of 120, and then you reduce. So this guy's a tank. So that's really good. And then chance of performing a crit plus 10% up to 40. When you have more HP, it's a higher chance. That's solid. And then you get 10% HP whenever HP is 77% or less. So they increase the amount of health you get, but you still have to be 77% or less, which is okay. And then you still force these enemies super attack. So you're gonna want to put him wherever they're getting super attacked, unless you have a better tank. But this guy's a really good tank. So overall, I really like this card. He's still really strong today. The only problem with him is like the link, not necessarily his links, but like with the categories he's on, there's not many people that link with him well. I guess you could say nail, but like there's not too many Namekians. So hopefully we can get some more Namekians like him that can do well like Piccolo. So yeah. I got Trunks. He came out a while ago, I guess. I got super attack. Oh, sorry. Leader skill, future saga, key plus 3, HP attack, 170, defense, 130. Super class, key plus 3, HP attack, and defense, 120. So you can run a future saga team because they're going to get more of the buff. But let's say you want a support unit, or just throw in a unit that just links well with Trunks or someone else in the team. They're getting the 120, which isn't like amazing, but it's not too bad. And super attack, he raises attack as I meant, so he's going to be stacking attack, which is nice. And then passive skill, attack and defense 100, that's it. And then he transforms starting from the 3rd turn of battle. So it's an easy condition to me. His passive isn't obviously too, doesn't have much to it, it's just solid. He may be taking some big hits early on, but he is stacking attack. Now this second form, I honestly urge you guys, especially Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, whatever it is, just stay here. Like if you go to the 3rd form, we'll talk about what the problem is with that, with the powered up one. We'll talk about that. So the super attack here is raise attack and defense. So you're stacking attack and defense. Any unit that does this, honestly, you can just throw in any of those long events, and they're doing well as long as you keep them on rotation and get supers off. Okay, so in the passive, attack and defense 120, key plus 1, and additional attack and defense plus 10 at the start of each turn. So you can get key up to 4, attack and defense up to 80, so that's like more than 200%. It's like Int Gogeta stuff. Obviously, he has more stats, but this guy's also stacking. So you're going to get, every turn that passes, you're getting more key, so it's easier to super, more attack and defense, and then you get this big boost here, and then you're stacking. So he's like a unit made for those long events. Like, not only is he going to tank pretty well, He also does good damage, so very solid. Even though he's like 2019, I used to think he wasn't good, but because I went to the last form, I activated it. But just stay here and you'll be good. So you can activate this upon entering the next attacking turn to become this guy. He looks really cool. So he does immense and massively lowers defense, which seems really good in Super Battle Road. And he's a nuker, so he gets attack plus 30 and defense plus 10 per key sphere obtained. Attacks effect against all types, randomly changes key of a certain type to text key spheres once only. So for that one turn, he'll have all tech key spheres. I think it's like 21, 22. So you're going to be having quite a bit of attack and defense, I would say, like more than most units. But the issue is after that turn, let's say you're only going to get like 3 or 4 orbs, 40% defense, I don't know, like 120 attack. That's pretty bad. And obviously you're gonna have been stacked. You stacked a little here before you evolved into him, but I say just don't go into this third transformation. Stay in this guy and you're just stacking, and then you get alt this after like 4 turns or 8 turns. Sorry, this thing is just not good. But overall, he's a good unit. Yeah, he's still pretty decent in today's game. I use him in like some of the categories where I need some units that can tank, so he's solid. Then we got the Super Saiyan Gogeta from the movie. If you haven't watched that, make sure to check it out. Hansa, Swimming Trunks, and I loved it. Especially because Paragus was in it. Hopefully we get a Paragus LR or something. Not a free-to-play, I don't like those. Anyways, we got greatly raises attack and does immense, okay. Attack and defense 100, attacks are effective against all types, so he's going to be hitting hard no matter what. Medium chance of evading, including super attack. This thing that they have with like the Tech Gogeta and then those AGLSs forward, like I don't understand why it has medium. Why can't it be like plus like 40%, 50%, like high chance? The medium chance just never happens, so that's kind of unfortunate. But he greatly raises attack, so he's going to be hitting hard. No matter what type. And then transforming starting from the 5th turn. I would like to see this 4th turn. Obviously, he's a little older than this guy, so he's not going to be as strong. But maybe when if he gets an easy ace. So starting from the 4th turn would be nice, but 5th turn's okay for like Dokkan events and stuff. So he greatly raises attack for 3 turns, so that's good. And the passive is attack and defense 130, performs a crit when attacking, so he's going to crit every time. So let's say in your potential system you have additional, for example, because you don't really want crit, because he's already going to crit, why would you get it? Just put additional in him, and it's when attacking, it's not when he's supering, so even if you get like an additional, normal attack, it's still going to hit very hard. And then now you get your high chance of evading, so that's pretty nice. So overall, he's solid. He doesn't tank, but he hits very hard. That's his main focus, so, yeah. And then we got the SS3 Gotenks. So, it's kind of rough to evaluate him right now, because obviously he's one of the 120 leads that is going to receive an easy A. So, I think I'm going to hold off till then. When he gets an easy A, we'll make like a separate video for that. We haven't for the previous ones since we just started doing this kind of stuff, but I'll definitely get to it. I don't really want to talk about him right now because he's obviously terrible. But once he gets his easy A, he'll probably be he'll be a force to be reckoned with. So he's going to be very strong, like all the other easy A's. And then Tech SS3 Gotenks, so his counterpart, probably going to be useless. I mean, he already is useless in my opinion. So let's just talk about him. Tech type Key plus 4, HP attack and defense 100%. So he has 3 different supers. The 9 to 10, it raises attack for one turn and causes immense. And then 11 key is the one you want to hit every single time. He massively raises attack and does immense. So massively raises is a lot, especially for an easy A unit, because you're going to have so much stats. Because easy A units have a lot higher stats because they're higher level. They're 140 versus 120. And also your super attack goes to 15 versus 10. So that's going to be very good. And then his last one, supreme damage and greatly lowers defense. If you really need to lower someone's defense, you could do like one of these and then do the massive raised attack, especially in Super Battle Road. But he's not really good in that mode, so I don't really know where that combo really does well. You could try it though. Passive skill attack 140 when doing a super. That's good. defense 70 when key is 11 or less, so... Okay, never mind. So you basically can't use this other super... Well, unless he's getting hit in the first slot and doesn't get hit again, then you can use the 12 key, but otherwise you want to stick with the 11 key and then 9 to 10 if you're not able to get 11 key. Otherwise you won't get the defense boost. And the main thing with this guy is just the defense, 70%, and you're not even guaranteed it, and there's nothing in his super attack that gives him defense. Just all of that combined is a big issue. But he got his easy a while ago, so when he came out he was like pretty decent, but right now he's not really relevant. So overall, yeah, this Gotenks is good. He's really good. He's really good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He will be really good, and this guy's kind of trash. So overall, if you summon on this banner, I would have advised you to, because it's pretty decent. I mean, you get the... I think there was some discount on these banners. The Boo one, on the other hand, was not really that great, as we talked about in the previous video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you keep watching, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.